teach you guys how to maximize your savings while shopping. People, the tips that I'm going to share with you today, these are the things that I use in my everyday life in order to get the greater deals, to save money, and sometimes I come out of the store and they have paid me to shop at their store because it can be done. It's not hard to do, but realize that you're going to reap the harvest and the benefits of saving your money. The stores, it does not matter which store you go in, whether it be a department store or a grocery store, you can save money. It's just a matter of strategizing what you're going to do when you get into that store. And that is why I say use a coupon every time you go to a store. When you go in these stores, there's this thing that I call a perceived value. That is what the store is perceiving the original value of an item to be, but it's not. It's still overpriced. Even when they're marking it down, meaning that you go into a store, you see an item that says the original value is $500, but they're going to sell it to you for $300. And on top of that, they have sent you a coupon to your house saying if you come in, you can use this coupon for an additional $100. Just think about it. That's a marketing strategy to get you into the store, not only to use that coupon, but to buy some additional things within the store. You have to realize that they are in the business of making money. When it comes to your money, you are in the business of saving your money or maximizing each dollar that you have. Is very important. You can do this because at the end of the year, when it's all said and done, for whatever a store do not sell or when they mark it truly down, they're going to write it off on their taxes. So they're still at a win-win situation. But I'm going to show you how to beat them at their own game. Now, the only thing I have not maximized or mastered yet, that is buying a car with a coupon, because I ain't got that kind of funds right now, and a house. But you can, lo and hold, believe your girl's working on it, okay? It's not hard to do. A coupon is not hard to do. It can be used for other items outside of a grocery store. Everybody's on this fast about going to the grocery store using coupons. I've been using coupons for years. And if I'm not using a coupon, I'm shopping in the clearance section. I'm going to the end caps, which I talk about this all the time. Go on your end caps. You went in the store for a particular item, go visit other areas besides the item that you were intended to pick up. Visit other areas of the store to see what they have, because you may be surprised of what they truly have on clearance. You got to learn how to shop off season, meaning that if we're in the fall months, you got to learn how to shop for the spring and summertime, because the stores only have a limited amount of space for certain products. So therefore, if you shop and buy those things when they're going off season, you're going to get your greater deals as well, because when the next season rolls around, you're going to have the item already at a fraction of the cost, if not for anywhere from 75 to 90% off. Now, I just went into Walgreens the other day and they had 90% off on all the summer stuff. That means the mini grills, the propane tank, all your decor, all of your plates, pictures, whatever you could think about, even your flip-flops, bags, the whole 9 yards. It was marked at 90% off. So I picked those things up. So I'm paying, like, for this infusion pitcher, it was regular price, I think like $10. I only paid $1 for it. I'm going to show you that. But I'm always coming on here showing you the items that I buy. I don't do that for bragging purposes. I am on this platform. I am on social media to teach you what I know, because a lot of us, and I say this time and time again, we're not getting what we're paying for. I have some key notes. I'm going to look down a little bit because I don't want to miss anything. I want to teach you guys this. So the next thing I want you to do when you go into a store, do not be intimidated by a price, because you still can negotiate. Whether it's Walmart, it doesn't matter what store it is. If you are a good negotiator, and I'm going to teach you how to do that as well, because I'm going in Walmart and they have had like we're going to use this patio set that I came across. The patio set was like $300–400. Well, they had it in the wrong section. Not only did I negotiate the price, but I also brought it to their attention that it was in the wrong price, in the wrong section. So therefore, they had to sell it to me for that price. So it was $200, $300. I got the whole set for $50. You can't beat it, people. You cannot beat it. When a company offers you coupons, take advantage of those coupons. Think about it. How are they able to give you a coupon for 50 cents off this item? Do you know the millions of coupons they have sent out to different people, and people buying newspaper and cutting out these coupons and using it? Because at the end of the year, they're still going to come out on top. They're going to file it on their taxes as a write-off. So therefore, they're not losing. They may say they're losing, but they're not losing. Never refuse samples. Anytime that you go in the store and they're offering samples, never refuse samples, because this gives the company an opportunity to market their new product, and it gives you an opportunity to try the product before buying it firsthand. Because a lot of times we tend to see products on the shelf and we'll go in the store and just pick it up and buy it and say, well, it's something new, so I think I'm just going to try it. But once we get it home, we don't like the product. So 9 times out of 10, the average person would just either throw it away or just save it for whatever reason, knowing that they're never going to use the product again. But me, myself, and I, if it's not delivering, if it's not working, I don't like it to my satisfaction, I hold on to my receipt and I will take it back to the store because it's just not delivering. A lot of times we see commercials about products, and I mean, they're really selling us, but once we get the product home, it just does not deliver. And if it does not deliver, Sonyabeonit is going to take it back, because that, to me, that is false advertisement, and I'm not buying into that. You're making millions and billions of dollars off me, off of false advertisement. Just think about it. How many people have bought an item and was not satisfied with that item, but they kept it? So the company made money, but you lost on the other end. You don't want to do that. Customer service. Demand great customer service. That goes along with maximizing your savings while shopping. Because if they're giving good customer service, you're going to buy, and then they're going to have established a relationship with you where they're going to feel as though, okay, this is my customer. He or she comes in the store all the time, so I'm going to look out for this person. Establish a relationship with your salesperson. Because whenever something goes on sale, on clearance, you're going to be the first one they call or think about when they're going to place that item on hold for you until you get into the store to buy that. Christmas is right around the corner. We have to learn how to shop off season, like I stated. So Thanksgiving is normally when they have this whole crazy sale that everybody thinks is a sale. How can a store only have 4 items per store, and you're telling me you're gonna sell a television for $100 that is a 40-inch? So you got all these people standing in line. You don't tell them when they get to the store, they don't stand in line all night long for this sale. So the strategy is to get you to come stand in line, and when you get inside the store, hopefully you're going to see these other great things that we have on sale. Normally a store would have a inventory at least 2 times a year. They're gonna have they do inventory of the things that they sold, how much they sold, um, how much they lost, or whatever. As a consumer, it is always your duty to maximize your money, because without you, they would not have a business. Demand great customer service because you're paying for that. That's included within the price of an item that you're buying as well. When you're shopping online, negotiate online, because they can override certain prices, and if you're not satisfied with that, I need for you to ask for someone that is over them, whether it be a supervisor, a lead, or the manager that is on call. They're always there in a store as well. um, Another great thing, if you're spending a certain amount of money and they do not offer free shipping, you ask for a manager to see can they override it. I'm buying these large items and I would like to know, will they offer me free shipping? Can you offer me free shipping? Everything that we're buying, people, always consider it to be secondhand. It's never brand new, because somebody either bought the item and brought it back or tried it on, in a sense. So we're never, only thing I think we're really buying new is food, And I'm skeptical about food because you see people bring it back all the time, and you would think that they're going to just write it off. But I've seen some things return back to the shelf, so you just never know. When you're going into a grocery store, and people do this all the time, stop walking past food that is on clearance. Do not be misled by the quality date they have on a package, because they have to put a date on your food, people, in order for you to know when it came to the store and how long they're saying their shelf life is going to be. But it's not harmful. It's not going to harm you to buy food that is on clearance. Buy it, and having a large family, you need to save money. Buy it, bring it home, and it can be placed in your freezer. Place it in your freezer. If it's a dry item, it will last past the extended date on the packaging. So do not be alarmed. When you see an item that you like, always scan it and double check the pricing, because you may see something you like and it has one price on it, but once you take it over to the scanner, it's reflecting something lower than what's actually on the merchandise. If they do not offer scanners within their store, I want you to place those items in your cart. Do not leave it, especially if it's the last one. Don't leave it behind. Pick it up, put it in your cart, and once you get to the cashier, say, look, I know it has a price tag on there, but I would like for you to double check the pricing to make sure it has not gone lower, especially if it's a clearance item. Because a lot of times, they don't take the time to go back and mark the additional clearance pricing because it has gone down even cheaper. It's even cheaper now. So a lot of times the employees don't take the time out to go back and mark those things, but you will find yourself, once you get to the checkout counter, it's a little bit cheaper. So that's good to know as well. Because a lot of times people pass things up because they're thinking, well, this price is just a little bit too high. One of the convention ovens that I bought, it had a price tag on it, but when I got to the cash register, it was even cheaper, and I was able to use my coupon as well to get even better savings. So what you have to do is shop around to make sure that you're getting the most for your dollars. You have to make sure that if you go to the store, will you match another store price? Unlike shopping at your store, I may have a credit card from your store. Will you match another store price that is much cheaper than what you're offering me? What is the return policy when you buy things? You want to know what your options are when it comes to returning an item. Very important. You want to know the warranty on an item. How many days do I have on this item if I purchase it today? I would suggest that you sign up for different rewards programs because it could work to your advantage. A lot of people are telling me about Ebates. I've signed up for Ebates, but I've never used them before. My daughter have used the website, and not only through Ebates are you able to go to your favorite store to shop, but they're going to pay you a percentage back for coming through their their online website to shop at your favorite store. So they're going to put it this way. They're going to give you a percentage back of what your department store is going to pay them just because you came to their site. And I also have been informed that they offer great coupons. So you may not have to look all over the place for a good coupon for your favorite store. You may as well can just go on to eBay to do that. Another great program is called Mypoints. You may have to, they will send you things through your email. And we got to stop thinking about, well, I get all this mail all the time and I don't want to be bothered. Well, guess what? You're passing up opportunities to save money. Mypoints. I'm signed up with Mypoints. And what it does, they send me an email every day, every other day. If I just click on that link below, I don't necessarily review all of the details about a product or a company in which they're endorsing to make money from, but it gives me points. And once I have accumulated enough points, then I can request for a gift card from my favorite store that they have listed. And that helps a lot too. So by the time that I receive that, guess what? I'm going to my favorite store, which is Kohl's. I'm using their $10 gift card they just gave me. I'm also using my percentage and my additional dollar amount off to get my greater deals. We have to think outside the box, people. Another great one is department store surveys. A lot of people think that if I do a department store survey, what are the chances, what are the odds of me winning a survey? It works. It really works. If you have to pay for a reward program, do not sign up. The department stores offer their reward programs, a point system as well. And the reason they're doing it this way, and it's a sneaky way of doing it, but they want to know what you're buying, when you bought it. So if you decide to bring it back, they already know that you bought it from their store. This is another way that they're keeping track of the items that come from the store. So when you go into a store, they're either going to ask you for your email address or your phone number. Stop thinking that these companies do not already have your information. Why do you think that you receive so many phone calls sometimes from different companies, telemarketers trying to sell you things, and you're already in their system? So just sign up for these different reward programs because they're going to save you money in the long run. Now, they're never going to call your house a reward program, people, of any of these companies. They're never going to call your house to say, well, look, we're selling this, that, and the other, and because you sign up with JCPenney's, this is what I want you to tell them. If you ever sign up with a reward program and they're trying to sell you something over the phone, which will never happen, tell them, since they already have your information, do not give them any additional information. They should already have this information. Tell them to send you something through the mail and you'll get back with them. If they're being persistent, guess what? Hang up your phone. Hang up your phone, or you tell them, please remove me from your list. I do not wish to receive any more calls from you. If they do not do that, you can sue them, and they don't want to take that chance. But no, people, anytime that you go in a store, it has to work to your advantage because these large corporations, they have already placed all these things within their budget. If they're losing or think they're losing, they're not really losing because at the end of the year, as I've stated, they're going to write it off. It's a tax write-off for them. That's how they're able to give you all these different coupons that you receive in your Sunday paper or you may receive in the mail. That's how they're able to send you stuff to say, come in for free. I just received something from Victoria's Secrets today, and they're going to give me a pair of free panties, $10 off a bra, and if I spend, see, you see that strategy? If I spend a certain amount of money, they're going to also give me a free tote bag. They're trying to get me in their store to spend my money. Our money is very valuable, people, and we should have a say-so to how we're going to spend it and what we're going to receive for the value of our money, because we're just not receiving the true value. When you go to these different restaurants or when you go to the fast food place, a lot of them are sending you coupons in the mail nowadays because people are steering away from going to fast food restaurants or fast food places because you're not receiving good customer service. When you receive your food, you look up at the menu board and you're enticed or you're sold by the picture, but once you get it, it looks nothing like it. They have thrown it together as if they're throwing it away instead of serving it to a customer who is paying. Now think about all the employees. They may eat at a fraction of the cost or they may receive a free meal. When it's time for them to take their lunch break, you know that their food is not looking like what they have served us and we actually paid for it. So we have to change the way we think. We have to start minimizing um, how much money we're spending and start maximizing our saving. Shopping off season and shopping all year round, you're going to receive your better deals because when you're in one season, you're shopping for another season. So therefore, those items have been drastically marked down. That's when you want to get it. You really do. So I hope all these tips have been very helpful. I hope I haven't left anything out. If I have, you know I'm going to come back on with some more tips for you guys. Not going to hold you guys any longer, but I hope this has been very helpful to somebody. Somebody. Start applying these great tips to your everyday life, people, and you will maximize your savings and know how to shop on a dime. One last tip, people. When you go into these stores, say for instance, you cannot find a coupon on your iPhone, your tablet. A lot of times you can send it to your phone. But if you cannot find it, once you get in the store, ask the sales clerk, because a lot of times they may have a coupon that a customer just gave to them. They can rescan that same coupon, or ask them if they're offering coupons for that day of shopping. They may have a coupon or a scratch off code that you can use to get these great savings with. And I think that's all I have for you guys today. So I hope you've enjoyed the time we've shared together. Until next time.